Welcome to The Explainer. There's this one grammar rule we use literally every single day, and most of the time we don't even realize we're doing it. We're talking about reported speech.
I mean, how does a simple conversation between two people, right, suddenly become this story that gets passed around and shared with everyone?
Well, it all starts with just a couple of words. He said, or she told me. This, my friends, is the art of reported speech. And trust me, it's not just for stuffy grammar books. It's the secret sauce for storytellers. Okay, so let's dive right in with a story. Let's meet Rachel, she's a reporter, and James, a sailor who's in the middle of a massive round-the-world race. We're going to listen in on their chat.
So this is James, right now, talking on the radio. It's direct speech, happening in the moment. He says, I am. Pretty straightforward, right?
Okay, but now, fast forward a bit, Rachel is telling her colleague about the call. And this is where it gets really interesting. Pay close attention to the verb she uses.
You see that? The present tense am becomes the past tense was. Now that's not a mistake. That is the absolute core rule of reported speech.
So this little trick has a name. It's called tense backshift. And it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Because when you're reporting what someone said, you're usually doing it later, right? So the verb has to take one step back into the past. It's like a little bit of linguistic time travel.
And this chart, it lays it all out beautifully. It's like a time machine for tenses. Present simple jumps back to past simple. Present perfect and even past simple, they both become past perfect. Will turns into would, and can becomes could. See the pattern? It's always one step back. Okay, so now that we've got the main rule down, let's talk about when you can bend the rules a little bit.
Like, what happens if the thing someone said is still true? What if your buddy Robert tells you something that hasn't changed by the time you go to report it? Right? So if Robert says, I have 3 sisters, and you tell someone later, you can just say, Robert said he has 3 sisters. Why? Because he still has 3 sisters. The situation hasn't changed. So you don't have to do the backshift. You can just keep it in the present. And get this, some verbs are just totally time travel proof. They just don't change. Words like could, would, should, might, they're already kind of in a past or conditional form, so they just stay the same. They can't go any further back in time. Okay, so that covers statements. But what about questions, requests, and commands? Because we report more than just what people say, right? We report what they ask and what they tell us to do. So for questions, the big trick is the word order. A direct question is, a question. Where are you? But when you report it, you flip it into a statement. She asked him where he was. See? No more question format. And for any yes or no questions, you just pop in the word if.
And reporting orders or requests? Oh, this is even easier. You just use a simple formula. Told someone to do something or asked someone to do something. So, be quiet becomes, the teacher told us to be quiet. Super simple.
Okay, so what? How does all this grammar stuff actually make us better storytellers? Let's put it all into practice with a quick scenario. All right, picture this. Your friend Luke calls you. He's absolutely buzzing with some huge news, and you can actually hear him packing a bag in the background. He's clearly excited. And he says this, right in the moment. I'm going to travel around Africa.
Okay, so a few hours go by, and you're telling another friend about Luke's call. How do you tell them what he said? Go on, think about it for a sec.
You got it. You'd say, he said he was going to travel around Africa. See? Am going becomes was going. You just use the tense backshift perfectly. You're natural.
All right, here's the final piece of the puzzle, the thing that will really level up your storytelling. Don't just stick with said and told. They're fine, but they're boring. Think about it. Did he advise you, promise you, warn you? Using a more descriptive verb adds so much more emotion and color to your story.
Because at the end of the day, mastering reported speech isn't just about passing a grammar test. It's about being a more precise, more compelling storyteller. It's about sharing information accurately and really bringing other people's words to life. So what story are you going to tell next? And more importantly, how accurately will you tell it? The next time you're passing on a conversation, think about these tools. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Thanks for watching.